Hey family, hey, what's going on? Yancy here. Welcome. If you're new, welcome back. If you've been, you guys. All right, so once again, we are doing bag of the week, and this is going to be bag of the week for week 22. This is the bag that I use for that week. All right, so let's just jump into it. Welcome to my channel. Before we get into the bag, let me let you know that my name is Yancy. My channel is all about luxury, lifestyle, and travel. Yes, we will definitely be doing a lot more traveling in the upcoming months for the rest of this year, so definitely stay tuned, you guys. I discuss and talk about everything luxury. I do unboxings, I do reviews, I style a few bags here or there, I do some travel vlogs, and I also do a little bit of weekly vlogs here and there, and everything else in between. All right, so if you're here for that, which I hope that you are, hopefully you can go ahead and subscribe, because this is a channel for you. You can stay, you can enjoy, and all that jazz. All right, so go ahead and do that. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get into the bag. All right, you guys, so week 22 bag of the week was on none other than my stunning, beautiful Louis Vuitton on the go tote bag. So yes, this bag, this bag, you guys, in particular, has literally been with me like forever, for a while. All right, so I honestly want to say like at least a good like 4 years now, 4 or 5 years now, has to be. But this bag literally was just the it bag when it came out. It was a limited edition bag, which I don't think Louis Vuitton anticipated the bag being so widely, you know, sought after or whatever, because when they came out with this particular bag, you had to get on a wait list because they literally, I guess, didn't generate enough. I don't know, but I went to my Louis Vuitton store. I went to go speak to my SA, and I asked her about the bag, or she showed me the bag, and I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and put myself on the wait list for this particular bag. And it took forever. Like, wait list is an understatement, because it took forever. I mean, to me, it took forever, but I think it probably took about like 2 to 3 months or whatever to get, because again, everyone's really wanting this bag. I know she called me a few times, like, listen, it's taken a while. If you don't want the bag, I can go ahead and return your money or whatever. I was like, no, I want the bag. And then when the bag came out, literally everybody was kind of like, you know, trying to sell the bag. It was going for thousands of dollars more than what it was. So I just kind of held on to mine. I was glad that I got it. I do want to get it in a smaller size, because I know now that they now have the MM and the PM size. This is a GM size. At the time, they only had the GM size, and a lot of people were returning it because it was just too overpowering for them. Me, I like big bags. I like big tote bags. So it was just right up my alley, and I did not care, and I really wanted it. And I like bright colors. So when I picked this bag up, the colors did not scare me. You know, I'm not a neutral kind of girl. I am getting into neutrals now. You know, it's the opposite for me, how other people are like getting into color. I'm getting into neutrals. But, you know, for the most part, this bag stands out. It literally is always a talk every single time I carry her, because everyone loves the bag. And at the time it came out, everyone wanted the bag. So, all right, you guys. So just off the top, as you can see, this is once again the Louis Vuitton on the go. This is actually in the giant monogram multicolor print. So as you can see, multicolor, of course, because every single aspect of this bag is a different color, and that's just how they did it. They had a variety of colors, but again, this particular one stood out to me, so that's the one that I went for. All right, so this particular bag, you guys, is literally just canvas all the way around. It's just one big canvas bag, as you can see, including the handles, everything just all around. It's just one big canvas bag, and I'm okay with that, because for me, I feel like, you know, it holds up. Anything gets on her, I can easily just wipe her off. I have traveled with this bag a lot, so I think, you know, the scuffs that you see are going to be because of me either shoving her in the overhead or underneath my seat or whatever like that, because again, they don't care what type of bag you have. It's either going in the overhead, or it's going under your seat, or it's going under the plane. So make it fit no matter what you have to do. But either which way, yes, this bag is held up. I've taken her everywhere. I've actually stuffed her. I've tried to use her as a suitcase because I've flown with, you know, not so expensive airlines. So for the most part, she's held up. And yeah, I would definitely get her in a smaller size, just to use as more of a bag rather than like a little carry-on when I'm traveling or whatever like that. But once again, she's held up and I like her. Getting into the dimensions of this particular bag, just going with the outside, there's no pockets on the outside. This is a large bag, you guys. So definitely if she's too much for you, then I would definitely go for the MM or the PM. All right, so when it comes to this particular bag, she is 16 inches in length across. She is ginormous, 13 inches in height, and you got 7.5 inches in depth. Like I can't even get her. I'm struggling, but she's that girl. She fits everything, and the kitchen sink, everything the kids need, everything everybody needs. They kind of just dump it in this bag and I'm good to go. So this particular bag, I definitely use pouches. I use, you know, smaller bags, large size wallets, like everything. Anything I can fit in her, I'm gonna fit in her because she just does everything she needs to do for me. So when it comes to interior, she does not have a magnetic or a snap closure, but she does hook close with this particular closure. So yeah, that hook closure is what you're going to use to literally close her up if you wanted her to be a little bit more secure. Otherwise, she is just one big open compartment. As you can see, I do have items in there, but she does have two separate handles. Double top handle right here, which actually has a 5-inch drop. So right here, as you can see, which she holds up very nicely. I have no issues whatsoever. She's not come apart. So I'm really happy with that. You also have, if you didn't want to use the top handles, you have the two longer straps, which have a 21-inch drop. These do not come off whatsoever, you guys. So if you're looking for that, this is not the bag for you. But if you didn't want to use her, you can easily just hide her in the bag itself, and you just have the top handle and you're good to go. And that's normally how I kind of hold her, either with the crook of my arm or as a top handle. And she's normally good to go. So I don't have any issues or anything like that with her. So when you get to the interior, besides it being just one big open compartment, you do actually have a zipper compartment, which is right here. And then you do have two slip pockets underneath the zipper pocket. So you still can have a lot of your items, you know, a little bit more secure in this particular bag. If you wanted to, you know, like a card holder, some cash, your wallet, you can easily put it in that zipper compartment. But again, I use a lot of pouches, and I definitely put an organizer in here. I didn't in the beginning, which of course my bag has suffered because she is a little bit dirty at the bottom. But again, for the most part, after which I have been putting an organizer in here ever since, because it just works for me. Everything is in its place and I don't have any issues. So yeah, this was my week 22 bag, and she held up. And I did take her with me when I went on our girls trip to Atlanta, because that's what I carried with me on the plane. And for the most part, she was basically my carry-on. So yeah. All right, you guys, so now we're gonna see what fits in her, because she holds a lot. So I'm going to continue to just stuff her. That way you can kind of get an idea of what I put in here. I'm gonna put like probably some tights, probably a shirt. I can actually get some shoes in here as well. So I'll see what I can do with that. You guys let me know what you wanna see. I'll definitely do a short or probably even a reel with this particular bag to kind of show you what fits in her. But other than that, let's go ahead and see what fits, and let's come back. All right, you guys, so that is what fits in my Louis Vuitton on the go tote. hopefully you got an idea of what fits in her, you know, how she holds up. The best part about this particular bag is that they came out with so many different sizes, so many different colors, leather also instead of just a coated canvas. So if you wanted to, you can easily just go ahead and snag her. I would definitely say if you didn't want to spend the amount of money that it is now, because it has increased in price, like everything else across the board, go ahead and get her secondhand, because I don't think you would have any issues. For the most part, because she came out coated canvas first, everyone should have at least been able to keep her up and not have any issues. From what I've seen, trying to look to see if I wanted to get her secondhand, I've come across a lot of well-kept on-the-go bags. So definitely do your research if you still wanted to get this particular bag. But I know a lot of people were not into it in the beginning because it was very large. But again, they do have the MM size as well as the PM size. So you have a variety. All right, you have a selection. So go ahead and think about it, because I love the bag. Would I get her again? Yes, I would definitely get her again, and I am thinking about probably getting her again, probably just in a smaller size. But either which way, that is it. That's what fits. You guys, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share. You guys, I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.